Is it free? And then you.
Do you want that out or in?
You can put it in.
Nice Italian one you got there.
Thank you.
Can you just speak 1, 2, 3 or say 1, 2, 3?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Are you guys ready? First, thank you all for being here. I'll start with just my name spelling. It's Melissa Solis, Melissa, Soliz, Sergeant with the Phoenix Police Public Affairs Bureau. So first, I'd like to offer my deepest condolences to the family and friends of Lauren Heike. Thank you all for being here. We are here today for an incident that occurred on Saturday, April 29th, when police were alerted to the area of 65th Street and Mayo Boulevard. In that area, that's when Lauren Heike was found deceased. I'd like to thank members of the media for sharing and running with this story. I know as we've been given updates, you guys have been providing those to the community, so thank you for that. Thank you also to the community for calling in Silent Witness and the police whenever any information is, whenever they see something or they want to give detectives additional information on the case. We appreciate it, and this continues to be an ongoing investigation. Today here we have the family. Right to my left we have mother of Lauren Heike, Lana Heike, father Jeff, and a really good friend River. The three sitting down here to my left will be speaking later at this event, and behind them are close family members and friends. We also have Lieutenant James Hester with our homicide unit that will be able to provide some facts of the case and take some questions afterwards. After he's finished speaking, we'll open it up to the family. At the end of this, if any of the family members or friends feel comfortable, they will be able to provide one-on-one interviews if any of you would like to hang back. Lieutenant?
Thank you, Melissa. Hello, everybody. I'm James Hester. I'm the homicide lieutenant for the Phoenix Police Department. The vicious attack on Miss Lauren Heike is unconscionable, and the grief and heartache being felt by her friends and family is immeasurable. No one in our community should feel unsafe, including while enjoying a spring moment in Phoenix, hiking one of the many trails that we have across the valley. For that, we grieve with you, and I'm very sorry for your loss. The community has come together behind Lauren, providing us with helpful tips and video evidence. And for that, we're grateful, but we're here to ask for more. We lean on our community to help us bring justice to all of our victims, including Lauren. And today is going to be no exception. Last Friday, at about 10 in the morning, Lauren was hiking on a trail in the area of 65th Street and Libby Lane in North Phoenix. Lauren was attacked from behind and died as a result of her injuries. We have released a brief video clip and a still image from one of the cameras. We are looking for a male between 5'8" and 6 foot tall, wearing dark clothing and a backpack. We believe someone would have noticed this person either before the attack or after he fled from our scene. We ask anyone with any information to contact Silent Witness at 480-WITNESS or for Spanish language, 480-TESTIGO. We will exhaust every resource to bring justice to Lauren and her family. We just ask for any measure of assistance that we can get from the community. Please pray for Lauren and her family. Thank you, and I can take any questions you have.
You mentioned it Friday morning. She was found Saturday.
Yes. She was in a location where she wasn't easily viewable by those that utilized the trail. So we are confident that the attack happened Friday morning.
You mentioned she was attacked from behind. Was a weapon used?
So there's details that are known only to the suspect at this time, and we're keeping those details close to the chest so we don't harm the investigation. That's one of the details we're keeping close.
Is there a threat to the community at this time?
I can never say that there's no threat to the community. I do believe this is an incident that warrants introspection from anybody that's going to be out. There's never any reason for everybody in the community to feel completely unsafe. However, if it was me and my family, I would be taking precautions just to be sure. I don't want to cause a panic, but I think a measure of safety can be implemented by everybody.
I just want to make sure that we're clear. This person that from the video, you believe he's the suspect?
Yes.
Do you believe that Lauren knew the suspect?
Again, there's details. We're hunting down all leads. We will not disregard any information or any possibilities. We're not willing to say that right now, but as soon as we can and provide more information, we will.
Did Lauren live around the area? Were you able to provide the context why she was hiking in that area that morning?
Yes, she lived in the area.
Is this a trail that she had frequented before?
There's, again, information that I don't want to release in case it's relevant to our suspect search.
Are you able to say what time that attack happened Friday morning?
Yes, between 10 and 11 a.m.
And the video that you released, what time was that video of the person crossing that area, your person of interest?
I don't have the exact time, but what I can do is, at the conclusion of this, I can get that exact timestamp for you if you need it.
Was it Friday as well?
It was.
Are you looking for any other suspects tied to this?
So we believe that the person in the video is our suspect. However, for us, it would be naive of us to say that there was no chance of anybody else being involved. So we are looking for any information that may lead us to this suspect or additional suspects.
Is there any indication that the suspect has done something like this before?
Nothing that I'd be willing to talk about right now.
You say she wasn't easily visible from the trail. Did the attack occur on the trail?
I believe that the initial attack occurred on the trail, yes.
In that case, did the suspect move her body?
I'm not willing to go into that, I'm sorry.
Who found her?
It was a caller. It is a neighborhood with homes in the area, and someone noticed something that appeared out of place and investigated.
Have you investigated any other attacks or bodies found in this general vicinity in the last, say, 24 months?
I'm unaware of any, but that is one of the avenues our investigators are looking for any suspicious persons, any unresolved violent acts. That's part of our investigative process.
Was anything taken from her person, her phone, jewelry, anything like anything?
I apologize, but I'm not willing to divulge a lot of the information as it could be relevant to our case right now.
Are you able to say, I apologize if this is difficult, are there any indications that she fought the suspect?
Again, if there's information that only a suspect would know, I have to steer clear of it so we don't harm the investigation, so I just can't answer that right now. But once we get more information, we're able to share it with you, we will.
Obviously, your detectives have spent, and you, I'm sure, have spent a great deal of time on this. Can you speak about, I mean, the people who maybe know something, maybe saw something, what would you want them to know? I mean, this is obviously something you guys have invested a lot of time and resources. Maybe someone who's like her family and friends, obviously grieving.
Thank you. Thanks for that question. So This trail is utilized by the community. There's a lot of folks that use that. They ride horses. There's evidence of off-road vehicles. There's lots of people that utilize this space. I believe that our suspect would have stood out to somebody. Whether or not they understood why, this subject would have stood out. I'm asking for anybody that saw something that just didn't look right the day of the incident, or even hours before, hours later, or even the days after or days before, to just come forward, either through silent witness or contacting Crime Stop.
Stood out why? How he was dressed, long sleeve, backpack on a hiking trail?
The behavior, in my opinion, was so heinous that I would imagine that the subject would be displaying behavior symptoms that just would look out of place.
Are you able to say if the intent of the attack was clear?
I can't say. I'm sorry. Thank you very much.
Okay, at this time, we'll go ahead and leave it open to the family. Again, we have mother and father of Lauren Heike and a really good friend, River.
Do you want to say something, honey?
You can say something, man.
We just want, of course, we want the public to think about this. We want somebody to come forward and help us find this person. Lauren was, obviously she was beautiful, and she was beautiful inside and out. She had such a kind heart. Everybody who met her loved her. She was super funny. She was just a sweet child, just everything to us. They are always your babies, but even her, she just was. But she lived here, and she had, hadn't lived in that apartment too long, but she loved it. She loved this area. She had so many friends, and she was always happy. She would call. We don't live. We are out of town, and I talked to her every single day, at least once or twice a day, and texted. And every phone call ended with "I love you, Mom," and every text ended that way. Is horrific. I'm sorry. As hard as this is for us, we're grateful because we had such a beautiful child. We feel like we're grateful she had beautiful friends. We have been bombarded. Everybody who has ever met her says she was so sweet and so kind and so loving, and they loved her. And we take a lot of comfort in that. We know that person, and we're grateful for all the people who have reached out. And we're happy that her last moments, she loved to exercise. She was walking, and we know she was happy. She went out that morning on a beautiful day to do what she does every day. And we just want the world to know what a sweet person she was and what she meant to us and to our family and what a void it leaves for us. But we also know that this dark period, we'll have her memories, and we will love her every minute that we are on this earth.
Yeah.
She was my little girl. I'm going to miss her terribly.
It's okay, honey.
I just hope they can find whoever did this to her.
We really, really are begging people
Please,
come forward.
if you know something, come forward.
If you know something,
Help us out.
if you have seen something unusual, somebody wearing a backpack or a hoodie or whatever the video, it's hard to tell, in a sunny, hot day, that person will stand out. And when you've done something, you are going to be unusual. If you think it might be something, if you have an inkling, please contact the police. We're praying that all of you
someone
people will
knows
help
something.
us.
I know someone knows something. They can help us.
We want her to just be remembered, and we want people to help and just know she's so beautiful and sweet and very sweet. Like, we did worry because she was so nice to everybody. If she was in the store, I would always say to her, "Lauren, you can't trust everybody."
Yeah.
But she was that kind of person, and we wouldn't trade that personality for anything because that's the person we love. So, Riv,
Yeah, no, she just, she definitely had the ability to change anybody's life. No matter what they were going through, if you interacted with Lauren, she was just an amazing individual. And I just want everyone to dig as deep as you can to find anything or any type of information that just leads to finding out who did this to her, because I mean, she woke up that day just so happy, and we just can't imagine what could have happened to her. So it's just, please, like, dig deep as you can.
I just want to say that River and Chloe and Lauren were like 3 amigos. They talked every single day for hours. And if anyone, I know she loves you guys so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
We just need help finding whoever did this.
I know you might see, Lauren, this photo here and videos. The one thing that we ask the public to see is that this isn't just another girl. We all have people in our lives. This is somebody's daughter. This is somebody's sister. This is somebody's niece. This is somebody's granddaughter. This is somebody's best friend. This is a true person. This is somebody that we all have that special somebody in our lives. And Lauren was that person to so many people. So we ask you, if you know something, if you know this person, you've seen this person, even though if this person is involved in your circle, we ask, what would you do if this was your little sister? If this was your daughter? If this was your niece? We just ask and plead that you would find it in your heart, make that call, and to tell us what you do know, or tell the authorities. We ask that.
Sorry, we don't have your name, sir.
My name's Ron Ownhouse.
Can you spell that for us?
Ohnhaus.
Thank you.
I'm so very sorry
Thank you.
thank
for
you.
your loss. You know, as I can only imagine what, these past few days have been like for all of you, to lose someone so wonderful. You mentioned that she loved to hike and she loved to exercise and do those things. Did you talk to her that morning?
Can I answer that? The morning that she passed away? No, I did not. I talked to her the night before. River, he spoke with her that morning before she went walking.
Yeah.
And I tried to reach her later.
Yeah, we spoke about, that morning we had talked for, I would say, a good amount of time to understand that she had woken up with an amazing attitude. And in specifics, Chloe and I had just asked what we were all thankful for that day. And she had specifically just said that she was so thankful to just wake up another day so positive, and the ability to go get a coffee and go on a walk and do whatever she was wanting to do that day. So yeah, we did talk to her that morning.
She was, every day the kids would talk, and every morning they would say what they're grateful for. And it's funny, I didn't know if I should share this because she's 29 years old, but I made her a blanket when she was 4 years old with my grandma, a blankie. And she always took it with her everywhere. And when we went to her apartment to clean it out, it was on her couch. She still cuddled with it. It's a ratty old mess, but that's the kind of girl she was. I mean, she was literally precious, So we're happy. We're grateful that morning we know she was happy. We know that she did what she normally would be doing. She got up, talked to her friends. It was her day off. She got her coffee, and she went walking, and she was happy. And we take peace, and, you know, that helps us a lot. We don't know what, we need people's help to tell us what happened after that. And that's what we're asking, please. Please think if you've seen something, if you were in that area, if you know of somebody strange or a friend that is acting weird, anything, somebody out there knows this person.
Yeah, she was on a walk that morning, and people, I mean, it's been mentioned that Lauren, as you all can see, she's stunning, and someone saw her on a walk. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that somebody didn't see her or a camera caught something. As we all know, there's that ability. So dig deep in your thought on Friday morning if you live or were around that area to think that, did you see this blonde walking down a street or on her phone, or did you look twice at somebody? And if you did, let somebody here know. Because she wasn't unnoticeable. She wasn't invisible, that's for sure.
I echo these same sentiments as a member of the media, just how I can't even put myself in your shoes. So thank you for speaking today, each and every one of you. River and Chloe, you were in constant communication with Lauren after you didn't hear from her after the hike. When did something feel off?
Naturally, your body tells you things, and now knowing what we know, I feel like my body told me something that evening, and I think Chloe and I both felt that, but how you assess that body feeling in a time of not knowing anything, and yeah, so.
We knew.
Yeah, I think there was a
I knew that
feeling.
night because I spoke to her every day of her life. And on Thursday, I called and called in the afternoon. And when I couldn't find her, I had my, Hannah, I had her peg her location. But it was near her house. And I thought maybe she's taking a walk or out with friends. So the next morning I knew, and that's when we called the police.
Again, thank you all for coming. Thank you to the family and friends for being so courageous and being here today. I will send out the photographs that you see up here with some additional ones with the media advisory. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.